Hey guys, if you couldn't tell, I have Unity open, and that means I've been making a game recently, and I wanted to show you that game a little bit. So, here we go. I have on this channel a very, and I mean very old, and for some reason Unity's being weird, because it is not going to the game, and everything is broken. Wonderful. Okay, so let's start that again. So, I have a devlog on this channel that is very old, of a game that is, I'd say, somewhat reminiscent of XCOM. So, because I just like the gameplay of those games a lot. So I decided I'd try my hand again at making a game in that kind of style, with the kind of turn-based tactical RPG style, while adding some other stuff. This is my game so far. Right now, there is no enemy AI, so the enemies won't be doing anything, but the enemies do exist. As you can see, they are unknown up here. There are 4 enemies on the map. So let's just look for them, and I'm more or less just moving around looking for enemies, and as you can see, I can't actually see the enemy, but here it is. For some reason, enemies are blacked out, but that's not the end of the world. And up here it says enemy 0. They're all enemy 0 because they don't all really have names. That is a found enemy, so if I go up here and go approach the enemy, I can... Oh, and I see I found another enemy up here. And you can see enemy whatever discovered. I can click E, and once I click E, that brings up a little radius, and I can kill the enemy, and it's dead up here. It's no longer on the map. That's all I really have so far. Today is Wednesday, and I've been working on it since about Sunday because of quarantine boredom. And that's all I have from a game perspective. From a different perspective, if I go here, I have currently it says urban fantasy RPG, but it's more so probably just like a normal fantasy RPG. Imagine XCOM, but if you had guns and magic guns and guns with magic, stuff like that. So I have like little entity icons for like entities in the top left corner, just little cards for them to be on. The player, I have one player. The other one is just an idle pose I drew a while ago just to learn pixel art. And this is the little elemental guy, and I opened up Photoshop instead of opening up this, which is just a PNG. Now, I have been using Photoshop for this because Photoshop, as I've learned, can even make me, who's not very artistic, somewhat of a decent artist. And I've been using 16 by 16 pixels for these. And the most interesting thing is I've been, and I'll actually open up Photoshop for this. I've been using a pre-existing map called Gallet City that I found on itch.io, and what I've been doing is I've actually been modifying it to kind of make it more futuristic and kind of make it my own creation, my own tile set that I can expand on, just using this as somewhat of a reference. So if I go here and just open these 2 layers, you can see in the bottom corner, I'm still bad at Photoshop, but you can see in the bottom corner over here that I have been making this part a little bit different. For example, adding a second story to this building, adding some plants out front, making the roads a bit darker, adding a fountain and kind of like entryways like you can see on a highway, for example, stuff like that. That is that. Now, at this point, you may be asking, what the hell is going on here? This is not Unity. This is actually a web game I tried making a while ago that is pretty much what I'm making now in Unity, just different, as you can see. And I even have little shields in the top left and right corner top right corner. I'm pointing to it as if you could see it, for things like half cover, full cover, stuff like that. This I made maybe 2-3 years ago over the summer, and is pretty much the same kind of game. I can't even remember how you play. You can move characters. They have 2 action points. You can click on them. This works in a more like XCOM, or literally just an XCOM clone, what I was trying to make. The other one is kind of the combat system, I'd say, is a mixture between something like XCOM. And I've been playing Divinity Original Sin lately, so I've been using that kind of initiative system, which is somewhat implemented. And I think you can even attack. I know you can somehow. Toggle firing, F. And I can say, try to attack that guy. It even shows a little fire, and that's 2 action points used. So now I can move this guy and do that and kill him. And that's that for a turn. So Q redraws screen, and for next player, stuff like that. And as you can see in the bottom right here, my full name, which I am going to blur out, but also 2018, because that is when I made the game, which that's been a while. That's all I wanted to show you in this episode today, as I've just started the project, but I kind of wanted to make this video, 1, to motivate me to make more of these, and 2, to also show you what little progress I do have about something that I'm excited for and I actually have plenty of time on my hands to work on nowadays. So yeah, I shall see you all in the next video. I really need an outro by this point.